Hello and welcome to the Whisky Dan radio show. Tonight we are drinking Arrogant Bastard Ale. You're not worthy, but I am worthy, damn it, because I bought it at the store like an adult. But and we have a guest on again tonight, thankfully. And then go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Salad. That's all.
Yeah,
just Salad.
It's your boy Whisky Dan and Salad. We're really fucking culinary up in here. So, and you've never had this beer before, have you?
No. Heard about it, never had it.
But so first impression overall?
It's not bad. Not gonna lie, it's pretty damn good.
I like it too. It's a little more on the expensive side, but that's also because it comes in a bigger than a pint bottle.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's what 1 pint 6 ounces.
Yeah, that's what it says, and it's like right under $5. You can get it at just about any liquor store. I bought it at the more like a ritzy beer store that's in town, just fresh. It's like take a Brookshire's and just make it rich white people, and that's fresh. And they had it up there, and it was just under $5. Definitely worth it if you're gonna want to get one of those like pint bottles and you want something a little out of the ordinary. And like I was telling Salad here before, I had actually been to the brewery where this is made at. It's made in Escondido, California, which is not too far away from San Diego. And it was very different than like most breweries that you go to, because like typically at a brewery they have like a food and shit you can order. And instead of doing like burgers and pretzels and pizza and wings and all that shit, they had like fried grapes and like salmon on like Triscuit and stuff. Like it was like this super like healthy like hummus like SoCal kind of cuisine that they had there, and it was like really weird because they have like this like kick you in the balls beer, and then just like, hey, we're gonna take it real light for dinner today. Like I don't know, it was a neat experience. And that's that has that logo on it. That's where I got it from. I thought it was befitting to also have my Black Sabbath pin on that one too. But yeah, but this isn't the only beer that they make, but this is the first one that I saw from them, because my dad bought it like years ago, and I was like, when I get old enough, I'm gonna buy it. It's definitely good. Like on the back, it has like this fucking monologue talking about how like you're not good enough to drink this beer. It's kind of funny. But the reason why I picked this beer for when you came on the show is because years ago, I think you were still in high school, and my dad in his building had like all those beer bottles lined up, and you saw that when you're like, I want to drink that, and I was like, why? You're like, because it's got a devil on it. I was like, it's actually a gargoyle, but whatever. And I was like, all right, cool. And then you were like, hey man, can I be on the show? I was like, all right, I want to try this beer anyway. Again, for the show, whatever. It's fucking good. It's really good. Like you get in a massive bottle, you're probably gonna get really inebriated by the end of it because it's 7.2% alcohol. So like wine, it's like drinking wine, but hurts more. But yeah, I think we can go ahead. Oh, and then one more thing about the beer is it's pretty hoppy. If you're not into hoppy beers, that's not your thing. But it's not like a hoppy like light colored beer. It's a hoppy dark beer. So it's got that roasted kind of flavor with the hops in it. Now it's not IPA level, but you can definitely take like a Samuel Adams, but like a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't like IPAs.
Oh god,
at
me
all.
either. I'll eventually
stand
have
it.
to drink one for the show. I'm not gonna enjoy it, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. I feel like this one's probably it's at a very bearable level.
Yeah, I think it, like for me, it's like the threshold. If it was any more like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
But because why would you want to drink an IPA? Why don't you just if you want to drink an IPA? Tell you what, go mow your lawn. Get all the grass clippings that stuck to the inside of the lawnmower, put that in water for about 2 days, and just drink that. It's going to taste nearly identical.
Pretty much.
So.
I feel like every time I've drank an IPA, I've woke up the next morning and I can still taste it.
Yeah. And it just like immediately makes you thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want to be thirsty tomorrow morning when I'm hungover and my piss is orange, not right now. Hangover piss is the worst. But anyway, that's it for the beer. Like I said, you can pick it up for about $5. Comes in a big bottle. It's really good to split with somebody else. We got 2 independently of each other because I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah, we're men.
Yeah. No, it was funny. I loved having Max on the show because he doesn't drink.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, and he was like, oh, it's not like a principle or anything. I think you listened to it. He's like, it's not like a principle. It's like I'm just broke. And I'm like. I can understand that, which is why Old Milwaukee is my beer of choice, which is coming up on a episode soon enough. But yeah, the good thing about having beer money, like not just beer money, but beer money to explore. So like, if you're gonna splurge on like a beer, what would you kind of pick? Like what's gonna be up your alley? If you're like, I'm gonna spend $10 on a 6-pack today.
Mainly porters, amber ales, stouts, things on the darker side. Nothing in specific.
Okay.
Like whatever just catches my eye that I haven't had before.
You like Shiner Bock?
Yeah, I definitely like Shiner.
I think like everybody likes it, but because the place that we live in, like all the yee-yees, they're like, let me get a ice cold Shiner on a bottle. It's like, why are you going to pay 3 times as much for a beer you can get at a grocery store?
Yeah, no shit. I don't get it.
I never like if they have Shiner on draft, like hell yeah, I'll fucking get it. But if it's like, oh, we got Ziegenbach on draft, like I'm not gonna be a fucking dickhead, be like, I'm not gonna drink that because
no,
it's
I mean
made by
Ziegenbach
Budweiser.
is good too.
Yeah, and it's like way fucking cheaper.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, it's a micro brew. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna drink it.
It's funny you should say Ziegenbach. That's what I drank before I came over here.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Like Ziegenbach's not bad. I fucking like that's my girlfriend's like favorite beer overall.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's like, did you get any of that this time? And I'm like, no. I fucking like, listen, lady, there's a 30-pack of Old Milwaukee in the fridge. She's like, I don't like that. I'm like, well, what for you?
Oh man, that's good.
But I think it's enough on the beer here.
Well, I don't know because you were talking about how it'd be like a nice bottle to kind of set up somewhere.
Yeah,
like it does have very unique artwork on it.
Yeah, like for one, it's big as shit, and then for two, it's got like in this. It's just got this gargoyle with a pint, like a flagon in his hand. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Like put that shit on a shirt. Actually, they probably have that on a shirt.
I'd buy that shirt. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I really like the way this bottle looks.
Yeah, it's just a massive bottle. It's just like a big black penis. You just see it, just juts out from the rest. Oh man, we're what? Not even 10 minutes in. I'm already talking about penises. All right.
Oh shit.
Speaking of penises,
okay.
You've been single for how long?
A while, my dude.
A while.
A while.
So
yeah, we're not gonna go into it.
Okay, so not the single part of it, but what about the dating game, just like in general?
I don't know. Me and dating, we have a very odd relationship. Like, for a while, I'll be like super into it and just go out.
Like, I want to go meet people.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're like, everybody fucking sucks.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, because I mean, I have to recharge my social batteries. I've found, like, people will really just start getting on my nerves, and I don't want to be around anyone, and then I poof for a month or two, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, where'd Salad go?"
Yeah, and it's like, "Hey man, where'd you go?" Then you call, and then you're like, "Oh hey, so and so's calling." You're like, "Yeah, I can come out tonight." They're like, "Hanging out with people's fun." Yeah, and then you just kind of I know exactly what you mean because like, not this week, but last week, I think I had like a different friend over like every day of the week, and after that, I was like, I just want to play N64, and then I was off work on Monday, and I played Banjo-Kazooie for like 6 hours.
Dude, yes, that's like the best part.
Like it's crazy, like because like I typically don't play video games that much, like unless it's my day off. So I just load up on that one day off, and like one day a week, one day every other week, I get to feel like that 12-year-old kid during summer, and it's awesome. Like I'm gonna wear my underwear, and I'm gonna eat Oreos. Play 64.
Shit, I'm a grown ass man to do that. What do you mean? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I got to take anything social in kind of small doses.
Yeah.
That and I mean, I don't know. I really quit giving a shit about trying to impress anyone.
Yeah, I stopped with that when I was like 14.
Yeah, like people, they don't get some like, oh, this is me trying to be this way for you, whatever. No. And I'm a fucking weirdo. I'm not,
Oh yeah. Well, see, like that's funny that you say that because like the girl that I'm currently dating, we've been dating for a couple days over 3 years now. And one of the first things that I said to her was like, "Hey, dude, you got really cute feet." and because I like part of that was because like they looked really good, and I wanted to tell her that because, and the other part was like, hey, say something like memorable that she's gonna remember you by, but be honest to yourself.
Right.
And like right after I said that, I'm like, hey, great, now she thinks you're a fucking weirdo, and she's never gonna talk to you again. And then now we've been dating for 3 years, and let me tell you, she's got some grade A feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like talk about being a fucking weirdo, and like like, that's really gross, Dan. Why would you do something like that? Like, but I got buddies out here that, like eat ass on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm not gonna do that because they fucking shit out of there. So no.
Right. That's very true. I mean,
but you know what? Like, hey, you do your like if your passion is eating booty, like
eat booty the best you can.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It's like you know, be the best that you can be at it.
Exactly.
So that way she doesn't leave you for some better booty eater.
I mean, shit. If you suck toes, man, be the best fucking toe sucker around.
Well, see, but that's the problem. Like, I don't like if I'm like drunk and then like I might want to do that, but she's not really into that. And I'm like, I gotta respect the fact that she doesn't want her feet in my mouth. And I'm like, you know what? I like being in this.
You can't just chase her around and be like, give me your feet, bitch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like and it's like the yin yang thing, you know. Like there's the good and the evil in it. You gotta have like a balance, because if it was just like feet sucking all the time, like come on, like, that's not okay. That's not normal. But if it's like a you know, like you just sprinkle a little bit of that shit here and there, it's fine. Like, like Parmesan on pizza, you don't fucking drown the pizza in it. You just sprinkle a little bit on there.
Yeah. Oh me. Yeah, no. Most recently, I've got immediately blocked on Tinder. This shit was funny, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know. There's like these chicks that'll put like photos of their cats or their dogs or whatever like on Tinder, and I'm like, okay, why? You just used up a valuable slot to show off, you on a fucking animal. Like, why? So, I swiped this chick. Were like 3 pictures were her dog. And it ended up being a match. So we ended up talking for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. And I was like, oh, hey, by the way, the real reason why I swiped is because that dog. I'm just trying to hit that. Dude.
Jesus.
I think.
This went downhill.
Dude, it went, yeah. I immediately got blocked and was like, well, if you can't handle that humor, like, that is the tip of the fucking iceberg. That is my humor.
That's fucking great. Iceberg.
Yeah, it is the tip of the fucking Asperg that is my humor. So she couldn't handle that. She probably wouldn't stand through one dinner.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord. No, that's crazy because like I have a buddy, and you actually know him. I'm going to say his name, but he was on Tinder when he was living with us for a while, and he would just match with chicks and just be like, "What's up, slut?" And then they would just be like, "Fuck you." And he was like, well, "Why are you on this site then?" Like that. Like that's I was talking to you, like it's like men get on Tinder because they're like, I want to talk to women, and this is a super convenient and easy way to do it, and then like women get on Tinder because they're lonely, or they're easy. So and then there's like a coin flip between the two. So it's like if you're like, what's up, slut? Like, let me see them tits. Like, there's a 1 in 2 chance you'll get tits within 20 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't go on Tinder looking for a wife.
No, for sure. For sure. I mean, you're not gonna meet a wife on Tinder. If you do, you're fucking, I don't know, a god, I guess.
Or you're just dick game 9,000.
Yeah, for sure. Like, just lay down the pipe good enough, they decide to stay for life.
Yeah. Well, like, what's crazy was I have another buddy, and he had a girlfriend, like true blue, like girlfriend for like a couple of years off of Tinder. That's where they met, and they didn't like slam ham or nothing on the first date. They just like hung out and stuff. And I love the dude. He's really goofy, but his girlfriend was like total bitch. And like it was like we like had like the two of them over to play like Smash Bros or some shit. Then she was like yelling about how like Donald Trump's a rapist or some shit like that. And I was like, what? And I looked at, oh man, I gotta cut that out. I looked over at my buddy, and he was just like, he just had a twist like, man, I just want to play Smash Bros, man. Like I felt so bad for her, but at the same time, I'm like, why'd you bring her?
Oh man, that's fucking awesome.
Like I was like, yeah, man, guys' night. And then like she would come over, and I'm like, ugh. I'm like, come on, man. It's not okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay. But
that's incredible.
But yeah, like don't go on Tinder thinking that you're gonna like find someone like you might have like a couple fun dates or something like that, but for the most part, most people are there for the short term.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely don't go in expecting anything, but if it does turn into stuff like that, then awesome, man, great.
Yeah, yeah, that's wonderful. But like, law of averages says, it's not gonna
right.
work out.
Exactly, dude. I think the thing that bothers me the most about Tinder is like, you don't know who likes you unless they swipe you too, and it's a match, right? But
yeah.
Tinder has these ways of trying to make you like spend money on the app.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So like at the top, it'll be like you have, 25 plus people have liked you. and to see them and match with them immediately, just pay us $15 a month. And you're like, no, fuck
like,
you.
Tinder
What do you mean?
Premium? Like,
yeah.
Like if I'm gonna pay $15 a month on Tinder, I'll just use that money for Pornhub.
Exactly.
Like the end result is the same.
Pretty much, yeah.
Shame and nut. Like it's the same amount.
Yeah. But that was good.
Like I never understood. Like I never had a Tinder because like I like talking to people face to face, and also I think that like my online presence would be awful because I'm like way too honest of a person. Because like you put like your height and whatever, it'd be like put like 5'7", then nobody is gonna like a dude who's 5'7".
No.
Yeah.
No, and that's unfortunate. I mean that's not a short people problem. That's a you're a bitch problem.
Yeah. Well, like, and the thing is, like, I don't mind being 5'7". Like that doesn't bother me. Like, I don't mind being short. It's never really been an issue for me. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that most women are shorter than 5'7". So it's like I'm still a little taller than you. Wearing heels is gonna be a little awkward, but
right, for sure. I mean, dude, those girls that give me the most, they'll be like 5'1", 5'2", and be like, "You must be 6 feet taller, more." And you're like, "What? Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah. And
like, what do you mean? Like, what are you telling me that 5'11" is not good enough for you?
Yeah, the problem is that they'll be like 5'1" and 175 and super picky, and I'm like, "Look, Toots, you don't got any. Like, come on." Like, another thing I think is funny is like when you're talking with your buddies and like when it's like, "Oh, like is that like? Oh, I think that girl's like a 7. Like I think she's like an 8 or whatever." I think that we like as a society, because one, we don't want to hurt people's feelings, is we don't rate it on a bell curve like it ought to be.
Right.
Like 50% of the population is a 5. You know
right.
what I mean?
Right.
And then it tapers off evenly. So there's just as many 1s as there are 10s, which is super rare. Like, so I mean.
Right. I agree. I think the whole thing is people don't want to come off as being rude. And now, like, I mean, it's like my type might not necessarily be your type.
Right.
Or,
Sure.
anyone else's type. So to me, they might be like a hard 2. But to someone else, that's like a 10.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
11,
like, yeah, because some people like some people like certain ethnic groups. Some people completely don't like, like they're the exact opposite.
So I think like calling somebody a 6 or a 7 is a cop out.
Yeah, because
it's 100% a cop out.
Unless they're like a legit 7,
right?
Which is like you meet a lot of those people because but 7s are just as common as like 3s,
right?
But I digress. But like what I think is funny is like because like this talking about how like everybody's likes and tastes are different because some people like the big titty goth girl, some people like the small titty goth girl, but everybody likes the goth girl. Like across the board.
Absolutely.
That's what we need. We need more goth girls, more Asian goth girls. Really just more fishnets. Just like in general. More women to wear fishnets.
More fishnets, more chokers, more leather. Let's go.
I mean, we already eat like way too much fucking beef as a society. We got to be just throwing out leather like crazy.
For sure.
Like how many fucking Cadillacs do we need in a year? Less Cadillacs, more harnesses. Like that should be somebody's fucking like platform. Although I'm not into BDSM stuff because that, 1, it's expensive, and 2, like, sex is fine the way it is. Like, I don't need...
Right, yeah. I mean, you can get plenty of kinks off without having to fucking, like, tie somebody up or...
Or just, like, spend $200 on shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Just, like, like, oh, I want to get a ball gag. Just shove a sock in your mouth. I don't...
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Just make sure it's a clean sock.
Yeah, no, dirty socks. Some people
dirty
are that shit.
Hey, well, I mean, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want dirty socks in my mouth.
No, I mean, I'd hope not.
Even though I'm like a feet guy, but...
Yeah. I'm going to say, going into, feet. Dirty feet, clean feet, does it matter?
No, it definitely matters. Like, fresh out the shower, it's like... this is the best. But if it's like after work feet, like hell no. Like I know what my fucking feet smell like after work. No, like there was one time like because usually when I get home from work, it's like hot as hell like right now. Mm-hmm. So when I get home from work, like I'll just like get down in my underwear and like throw my clothes in the hamper.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I gotta like scratch my ankle, and I like bend down to scratch my ankle. I just like taint like after work taint smell just like hit me, and I was like, I'm a disgusting individual. Why do people want to see me naked? This is awful. I don't want no. I'm taking a shower immediately.
Oh man.
No amount of scrubbing will help this situation.
No, I definitely feel that. I mean, the swamp ass is real, especially like for what I do. just driving.
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking time.
Yeah, because,
dude.
like 2 farts, that's going to stay there for 30 minutes. Like, it's just going to linger.
At least.
Oh, yeah.
At
Like,
least.
like, you can roll the window down, but then you have to, like, lift your ass out of the seat. Like, no. It's stuck right there, right on the back. Oh, God.
Like, it's incredible. Like, I don't understand.
How do you cope with all that? Like, does that, like, bother your back at all? Or?
I mean, my lower back hasn't stopped hurting since I turned 27, so there's that. Yeah, I mean, occasionally I get some weird, like, twitches in my neck on one side or the other.
Yeah.
My ass hurts.
A lot.
Yeah, I generally, when I get home, I don't want to sit down.
Yeah,
like, I try to do literally anything except sit because all I've done is drive for the past, somewhere between 8 and 11 hours.
Does that, like, hurt your eyes?
No.
Really?
No.
Dude, like, cause maybe it's because I have pretty bad astigmatism, so like night driving is like, fuck, it's fucks with me.
No, it's not too bad on the eyes. I mean, occasionally, like, my contacts will be in too long, and I'll get like those weird like protein deposits on your contacts.
Yeah.
Where like sometimes it gets a little cloudy or something, but
Just
other
put
than
it in
that,
contacts and
yeah, exactly.
Like, what's funny though about like with driving, like so many people, like especially in America, like they have jobs where they're couriers like that, and whether it be like through FedEx or some kind of like CDL or just like doing what you do, where you're just like where you're in like a personal vehicle like that, like that's a really common job, like just transportation, and then like you get all these people that just sit down, and then like when you're in your 40s and you're just doing that all the time, like all you're doing is sitting, like that's gonna create like some. Eventually, there's got to be some kind of like bad medical repercussions.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if like you eat bad and you don't exercise after work or something like that. But like after you're done work for 10 hours, like, oh, let's go for a run. Like, fuck no, I want to stretch, take a shower, and go to bed.
Exactly. And stretching, I feel like, is a big part of it. Like anytime I get out at one of my stops for delivery or something, I try to stretch, get some decent blood flow going, stay hydrated, drink a lot of water on the road. Yeah, which makes it great to be a male.
You just hold it or just piss in the can.
No, just on the side of the road, man. Because, I mean, a lot of it's just highway driving or something like that and driving at night. I mean, you just pull over on the side of the road.
25 seconds later, you're back on the road.
Exactly.
Now,
I don't have to stop at a bathroom.
Have you ever had to, like, shit on the side of the road? We're like, it's 12 miles to the next town. It's coming.
No, absolutely not, dude. If I got to shit on the road, that can wait. That can 100% wait.
It's just like, nah, I'm good. Have you ever like pulled into just like a nasty fucking gas station? Like, I'm not gonna shit here. Like,
yeah, all the fucking time, dude.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like how disgusting some gas. Like, all you gotta just bleach like if it smells like Clorox, I'm fine with that because that means that shit is sanitized.
Yeah,
and it doesn't take. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to clean a bathroom.
No, it's really not. I mean, there was a gas station. What was it like last week? I was up for. Was it last week or week before last? I ran Thursday night, right? So I got up at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and ran errands and then ran all night. I mean, I told people that I slept in a parking lot for a couple hours that morning just so people wouldn't worry about my well-being and still being on the road. Yeah. I didn't. I was up just running errands. Got home. And ended up having to run another route during the day. So, like, I didn't sleep at all.
Yeah, you texted me that day.
Yeah.
And you were like, I've been driving for like 12 hours. About to go hit about 4 more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was on the road from, what was it, around 5:30 in the afternoon is when I leave the house. I got in and, like, done with all my errands and stuff at, like, 10 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah.
I was home for about 2 hours, then immediately left out, loaded up for the next route on the day, and drove that whole thing.
Damn.
Yeah, so I didn't get home until like 9 o'clock that night.
Like, fuck that. Like,
yeah, I fucking crashed. But on that second route, all I had done, like I hadn't really eaten a lot aside from like gas station food. Like I hadn't stopped at like any fast food place. Yeah. I didn't eat when I was at home.
It's just like peanuts and
like nuts and like a lot of water.
Yeah.
Some Starbucks like energy stuff.
Yeah.
Like the high protein one, the one that's got like 225 milligrams of caffeine in it.
Yeah.
And like chips and stuff like that. That's all I'd really eaten.
So pretty light, probably not the best, but pretty light.
Right, pretty light. But anything that's passing through there was just not gonna have anything to bind it together. So I had to stop at this gas station. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. So it's about to get nasty. So I had to stop at this gas station. Like I couldn't fucking do it anymore. Like my gut hurt so bad it hurt my balls, dude.
Oh my! I know what you're talking about. Yeah, dude. I know that feeling.
Where you're like, awful. Why the fuck do my balls hurt? And then you realize you're about to blow the fuck out of a toilet. Yeah, exactly.
Just paint the porcelain.
Yeah. So I had to stop at this gas station, and I mean it was dirty. The bathroom was not. And I was like, dude, I can't make it. So I just like had to hover over the toilet.
Dude, like I don't give a fuck. Like I put toilet paper on the fucking seat. I don't care if it's like you mean little Nancy boy. Like no, that's my bare ass cheek, probably on some crack horse herpy toilet seat. I don't want to sit on that shit. It's nice. No.
Yeah, for sure. So that's been the only time that I've gone in a really shitty bathroom. Because I mean, it was that or the side of the road, and I mean, honestly, the side of the road may have been better, but
do you keep like a roll of toilet paper in the car?
No.
Do you think you should, like for emergencies?
No.
I got socks.
No, I mean, I've got like napkins and like paper towels and shit.
I guess you could do that.
But I mean, generally, even like on the highways, I won't go for more than like maybe 30 minutes before seeing like a gas station.
That's true,
or something.
Too.
So
yeah, because like with the way that the highways are around here, like like 80 or 14. Yeah. There's like a town every. It'd be different if you're out in like West Texas or some shit.
Right, yeah. If I was out in West Texas, absolutely I'd keep a fucking roll of toilet paper in there, dude.
It's like, I'm on I-20 and there's another town for like 45 minutes.
Right? Like, it's like, oh, you have 3/4 of a tank and like you're going to cross West Texas? No, you're not. Yeah. No, you're not. You're going to need gas before that and there's not going to be a fucking station.
Dude, when we did the drive to San Diego, actually to go to the brewery where this arrogant bastard came from, when we did that drive, we drove through this part in Arizona. There's a sign like, there is no more rest stop, for another like 105 miles or some shit. Like, this is the last stop. You know? We had to like pull over. And the crazy part was this place called Dateland. And they grow dates, like the palm trees in like North Africa, because the climate's like nearly identical. So you could buy like these big ass bags of like grape or date raisins, like the size of like about half the size of your palm. They're like really fucking sugary. They're really good though. But it was crazy because like we like filled up and got gas, and there was like fucking nothing, like nothing but just. What is that? The Sonoran Desert? Just Sonoran Desert. Looks like North Africa.
Yeah.
For like I would hate to live in that kind of area.
Oh, me too. I know. I lived in Palmdale, California, when I was a kid. For a while, or a lot of places in California, and like a place in Oregon, and stuff like that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I was in a school that did year round in California, so I don't remember exactly how it worked. It was just. You had time on and then time off, so it was like a little mini break every so often, and we'd come back to Texas to spend time with my grandparents. So this is the craziest shit ever. Like I didn't understand how big Texas was at the time, right?
Nobody does. Like unless you're from here, nobody fucking
right?
Does.
Exactly. So like halfway, I realized like the halfway point from like Palmdale to where we are in Texas is like Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Because that's like 15 hours away from here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's nuts.
Because the crazy part, because we're on the far east end of Texas.
Yeah.
And then going to like the midway point between here and San Diego is El Paso. Like you're still in the same
you're
state.
in the same state. It's insane. I know whenever, I don't know if you ever saw my Mustang or not.
Which one was it?
The yellow one, the convertible.
I saw a picture. Yeah, you showed me a picture of it.
All right, yeah. So that one, I had to drive to Cloudcroft, New Mexico, to go get it. Oh my God! Like I called my boss and I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna need Friday off, like for sure." Because at the time I just worked 410s anyway, so I'd be off on Fridays regardless. But I was one of the people on the crew that was like on call for Fridays. Yeah. Like if they needed to come in, we went in.
But you're like, I'm not going to be here.
Yeah, but I was like, I'm not even going to be in the state, man. He's like, all right, no problem, whatever. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. I like stayed up Thursday night, all this shit, and was like, all right, let's get up at like 5 a.m. and drive to Cloudcroft. Oh my God. It was fucking awful because I hadn't been that far, or I hadn't been like to that whole like half of the state or out of it since I was a kid.
Yeah,
you know, I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. Which now issue, I'm gonna quit fidgeting with shit. But now, like, it wouldn't be an issue. Like driving for a living now is like, dude.
Yeah,
I'll bust out one of those drives easy.
Yeah,
like
easy peasy,
one sitting by myself. You go ahead and sleep in the
yeah. But if you
passenger
hadn't
seat.
done it in like 7 years,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
get behind the wheel, you're like, man, this kind of like after an hour, like this really fucking
Yeah,
blows.
dude. Like we got to Dallas and I was like, this is ass.
It's like, I hate this shit.
Fucking sucks. All
Oh,
this
man.
shit just to go get a fucking car. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Listen, I just drove by like 5 dealerships.
Yeah. So we got there, and Cloudcroft, New Mexico is fucking gorgeous. It's at the top of a mountain.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's at the top of a mountain, and there's only one way up and one way down.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like in the wintertime, they were telling me that if it snows real bad and you need to go down the other side of the mountain to get to like Alamogordo, you can't. Like you have to go down and all the way around.
Fuck.
Yeah, but from Cloudcroft, if you go out to like somewhere on the north side of the mountain,
Yeah.
you can see the the salt flats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see or white sands. That's what it
Yeah.
is. White sands. You
Yeah,
can
white sands in
see
Mexico, yeah.
where it starts. Like it'll just be like red dirt,
And it
then
just
all
is
of a
big
sudden
patch of white?
it's just white.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's incredible to look at. Really
Considering that
pretty
there's not
area.
like as much clouds and stuff, you can see for like way farther.
Yeah,
when you're up
yeah,
in higher
for sure,
elevation
for
like
sure. And I know that we had to fucking drive, back at night because some shit ended up going wrong with the car that we took up there.
that. Oh, of course.
Yeah, naturally. So we had to drive back at night. And we were going down the mountain and like going through town in Cloudcroft, there were like elk just crossing the street. It was fucking incredible.
Damn.
Yeah. And like
being
I
at
had
my
never
dad's
seen
place.
I had never seen an elk before. Ever. So like
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big they were.
Yeah, because like in your mind, you're like, oh, it's like I've seen deer, and you're just like, it's like
Right,
deer
yeah.
with bigger antlers. Like, no,
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
I was like, okay, so it's just like
Yeah.
it's like a deer that's a little bigger than a whitetail with like big antlers. Cool, whatever. No, they're fucking huge.
See, like I had forgotten how freaking big horses are. I hadn't been around like in close contact with horses in like a couple of years because my family was had donkeys, and donkeys are significantly smaller.
Yeah.
But my sister-in-law, she's really big into horses, and I like went to the Staples or whatever with, and I was like, oh my god, they're so fucking big. I want to ride it, but like they're so big. It's like I thought it like. I didn't realize that they would. Some of them were like twice the height. Like with like the top of their head was going to be 9 feet in the air.
Yeah, yeah.
What I was fascinated about, like, how much fucking food does this thing have to freaking eat a day? Like, first of all,
Yeah, see, I've been on a horse one time, and that was enough for me. I'll never get on another horse.
oh
ever.
really, he didn't like it.
Yeah, no, couldn't hate it. And before, like, when I said I lived in California as a kid, I was not born in California, okay? I was born 15 minutes from where I live at right now.
Same.
Yeah, so it's not like...
I know the clinic you're
it's,
talking about.
yeah, so it's not like, oh, well, you're just like some fucking California kid, yada, yada, yada bullshit, which is what I get normally when
Yeah.
people know that I was in California and then, came here. It's like, no, I mean, I was born here.
I was born here and then forcibly evicted, and then now I'm back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't help what they wanted, what they did for work.
Yeah. Well, like, hey, it's the same thing with all the Mexican babies,
Oh, shit.
you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
they
shit.
just
We
get
went
brought
there.
over here.
Oh, shit. We're going there.
No, like, what's like, okay, this is like, it's a tough situation that I don't really feel like diving into, but yeah, like it's kind of the same situation, but we know English, so we win.
Oh, my God, dude. Holy shit.
No, like honestly, I feel really bad for those kids.
Yeah.
But with me, like I'm a huge fan of just like personal responsibility. So like,
Yeah.
if you want to give the best life for your kid, shouldn't you do everything for the kid? Granted,
Right.
granted, it's incredibly difficult and way harder than like okay. In order to become a United States citizen, you have to list off every single U.S. president.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Our citizenship test is insanely hard.
As a high school student, we never had to learn any of that shit.
No,
We don't-
exactly.
like,
That's
like,
what I'm
and
saying.
you-
I wouldn't pass it.
Yeah.
Like right now, I could take it and I would not fucking pass it.
Yeah.
But they expect other people to know that shit, and it's
and they don't expect it of their own citizens, and then we get to vote and do shit. And I know plenty of people, and you know plenty of people that are our age, that are fucking morons, and they get to vote and do all that shit and make all those decisions.
Yep.
It's like either make it harder, like take away this birthright citizen crap because it's obviously not working, or make it easier to become an immigrant. You got to level the playing field out.
Right. See, like, I have no problem with immigrants whatsoever. And that,
well, as long as they're white.
There are people that I'm not going to be able to show this to. But, I have no problem with immigrants whatsoever. I just think there is the process to do it. And I understand that people don't go through the entire process to come here, Right. And it used to bother me, but the more I realized that we're a country that, was built on other people taking it.
Okay, great. Most of those people were dead by disease.
Right. But okay, so when we're a country based on somebody else taking it from the natives, like, can you really get fucking mad when people are like, oh, well, let's just go to America? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
and then you think about it.
It's not ours.
I've had friends that have gone to, like, Central American countries, and there's just people just sitting out on the street, not because they're lazy, because there's nothing for them to do, and no one will hire them. And they're like, hey, there's a chance that you can get something better than what you're doing here up north. So, like, yeah.
Right, exactly. Like, we have jobs, we have all this shit, and, like, most of the people that come here are from very poor countries. Right. It's not like you see anything that's like, oh, made in Bolivia, Yeah. No.
Unless it's cocaine.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't see anything like that. So, why wouldn't they come here?
Right.
And, it's still easier, as hard as it is to pass our citizenship test and do shit, it is still easier to get in here than it is to get into almost any other country. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the United States, one thing that's great about the United States is, like, even early on we recognize the benefits of immigration from a lot of different countries, mm-hmm. because with that you get new ideas because people from different cultures are talking to each other. So you get a lot of innovation. Right. Which I think is why the United States was so innovative. It still is, for the most part, as we are today, because we have all these different ideas and cultures mixing together to mm-hmm. do that. However, even when, like after the American Civil War, before the First World War, when we had like massive waves of European immigrants coming over, we were like, all right, we don't want any Southern Europeans. We want Germans and Swedes and Finns and British, and we want, and French. We want those people to come over. We don't want Spanish, Portuguese, and Italians. And right. For the longest time, what's crazy is like, because we think like racism today is like, oh, like white people hating black people and black people hating white people. Like we think about it like that. But like back in, say, 1890, it was like other white people not even thinking that like Italians and Irish people were people. And they're white people, Like,
yeah. They're all Caucasians.
Yeah. But they were like, Irish people aren't people. Like, that was like a legitimate argument.
That's fucking crazy.
And we have like a shitload of Irish descendants over here. And there was somebody coming over like, well, we're going to stick them in their, their little fucking hovel, which is now present-day Boston.
Right. Yeah, it's
fuck Boston. I'm glad that y'all lost the Stanley Cup, as much as I hate that the Blues won it.
But that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't understand the whole... I don't know. I like that we have so many cultures here.
Yeah. I wish we had more Asians here.
Same?
Even the dudes. Asian dudes are cool guys.
Right. Yeah.
They're great animators.
Dude, and the food. Oh, my God.
Okay, this is what's funny. Is like, you go to like Asian restaurants around here, like in the States. Mm-hmm. And they Americanize the menu, right?
Right.
The problem is, though, is that, like, I want, like, some bong chong Asian shit. I want to eat that kind of shit. Taste what it really tastes like. And when you actually do find a place that serves that shit is the shit.
Yeah, it's
way better.
It's fucking incredible.
Yeah. It's like, what y'all make this out of? We made it out of, like, tree bark. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
It's ridiculous how good that shit is.
Mm-hmm. But, I know, and it looks crazy. Like, their authentic shit just looks insane. Like, you look at it, you're like, is that edible? I don't know.
That's not a hamburger.
Yeah, and they're like, no, man, like, we eat this every day.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, I thought you just ate rice. Like, yeah, that too, asshole.
Yeah, but like, you'll see something that's like, it's blue and looks like a little cartoon elephant. And you're like, what the fuck? That's food? Like, that's edible? I thought that was just decoration. They're like, no, you know, and I'm like, oh shit.
No, it's like, no, man, we took this plant, like ground it up, put this other shit in it, and we molded it into this, then you eat it. It's like, oh, so like spaghetti. Like, yeah, fucking whatever, dude. Just
they're
asshole.
Like, yeah. Tofu. Tofu.
No, like, even though I'm in my mid-20s, I do think I still laugh at the fact that the currency for Vietnam is the dong. Like, it's Vietnamese
dude.
dong, and I'm like, that's just, it's fucking great. Like, it's probably not even pronounced like that, but I just like,
Speaking of, dude, we have a friend that has a Vietnamese, I wouldn't say girlfriend, because he doesn't put titles on women to keep himself available. But he has a Vietnamese female in his life.
Really?
Yes. And she's teaching him Vietnamese.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what does he drive?
A white Mustang.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's learning Vietnamese.
Yeah, so he's learning Vietnamese. And when he's the last time he was visiting, he would fuck up and say some off the wall shit in Vietnamese, like as a response. And I'm like, dude, I have no fucking clue what you're saying. Like, I'm just gonna let you know now. I have no fucking clue what you just said. He's like, I know. It's just a habit, you know, talking to her or whatever.
If you want to learn Vietnamese, there's this really cool video game that will teach you. It's called Rising Storm 2
God,
Vietnam.
I knew you were going to fucking plug that as soon as I started talking about Vietnam, dude. I knew it was going to happen.
But, like, if you play as the Vietnamese, they speak in Vietnamese. And, like, I don't know what the hell they're saying. But it's funny, like, if you hit the taunt button, like, and they, like, say shit. Like, if you play as the Americans, they're like, how you like communism now, you son of a bitch? Like, they say shit like that.
Oh, shit.
And then, but if you play as the Vietnamese, like, a couple times, like, screw you, GI, I kill you. And, like, I'm like, what the fuck? But most of the time, when they taunt, they're saying some shit in Vietnamese, but they say like that one line in English. Yeah, fucking gets me every time.
See, what blew my mind is like, and it's no disrespect toward any Asian culture ever. Like, I don't want to. It's 2019. I need to cover all bases here. I seriously thought like the food, like pho. I thought it was pronounced pho. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's pho.
Yeah, you put an A on that shit, right? Because
like that shit blew my mind.
See, I actually found that out listening to comedian. There's a comedian, Andrew Schultz. He has a whole bit about that.
Yeah,
about pho or pho, whatever the fuck. And he was saying how he has a Vietnamese friend or like a Laotian friend or something, and his last name is Nguyen, but it's spelled like
right. It's N-G-U. Yeah.
And then he was like, what the fuck? He's like, that's Nguyen. He's like, and I'm giving you an extra fucking vowel.
Right?
Like, you can't just make shit up like that.
That used to blow my mind too. Like, you know, and especially before I realized that most Asian cultures, the last name comes before the first name.
Yeah.
You know.
I learned that by reading manga.
Many, like, there are so many Nguyens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, turns out that's Nguyen and it's a last name.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like, that's like their equivalent like Smith or Brown
right.
or Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, see, and what's crazy, like, while we're on topic of last names, bring it back to the States, like with black people in the States, you know, like how a lot of the last names like Johnson, Williams, Williamson, you know, where they have like McCoy, like a Scottish name.
Yeah.
And they're all like, not all of them, but a lot of them are like those kind of like classic American names. Mm-hmm. The reason being, it's really interesting because like when the slaves were freed, they didn't have last names. You know, because they're treated as property in family units. So they took the name of, like, the overseer or, like, the slaveholder or the president at the time. Mm-hmm. That's why there's a lot of, like, Washington. That's where there's a lot of black Washingtons.
Yeah, and a lot of black Johnsons. Wait.
Well, Andrew Johnson was president.
Yeah.
Right after...
a lot of black Johnsons. Yeah, you see now, don't you? Ooh.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Black Johnsons.
We need another one of these.
I don't know. We're at almost 45. We go for about an hour. I think we'll be good.
Yeah, this is great though.
Yeah, the more you drink it, like the better it starts tasting. Maybe because you get more inebriated by it.
I think so.
And
I think that like initial punch to the back of the throat and the back of your tongue.
Oh yeah,
really kind of sets in. So it's not nearly as bad.
Well, see, and I think it's because like it's an arrogant ale, and like I was saying, like if you read the back of it, it's just this monologue about how you're a little bitch, But it's just like, hey man, like you want a real fucking beer, like here you go. And then like, after,
this is really
like,
good.
You start out enemies, but you leave being friends.
Exactly. hey, that's how most people see me. So that's fair.
That's fair. I think my favorite thing that I said about you. And then that you actually said in front of other people, and you were like, "Yeah, this is the most backhanded compliment I ever got." I was like, you look like a fuck up, but you're really not.
Yeah.
So like from the get go, it's like, man, that guy's made some bad life decisions. You talk to him, it's like, oh no, he's actually a lot better off than what you would think.
Right? Yeah, I know. I get that a lot.
See, a lot of people think I'm a skinhead because I'm bald and have a beard. And then I'm like, hey, I'm actually Jewish. Like, man, like how much? Like Jewish? And like, oh, what? Like what the fuck? And then I have a brother who's like, the Holocaust wasn't as bad as what everybody says it is. And
oh
I'm like,
my god, yeah.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Dude, I'll never forget, dude. Your mom came up and like, dude, she went up to him and was like, "Look, I love you, but you're fucking stupid." Like, oh my god.
And she said even the Jewish one,
right?
Oh man, it was great. And like it was to the point to where he was like, "Oh, like I'm not gonna like if I have a son, I'm never circumcised." I'm like, dude, your kid's gonna get dick rot when he's 8 because like I don't. And he's like, you can just wash your dick, and I'm like, dude, I don't trust a 7-year-old to wash their hands properly.
Right? How can you trust
a
7-year-old to wash their dick right?
Exactly. Like I'm in my mid-20s and I barely wash my dick right, as it is. I don't know. I know. Okay, I don't have dirty penis. To all the ladies out there.
He doesn't need lady listeners.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that there's like 3 chicks that listen
to
this show.
3?
But like they're all like close friends of mine.
3 out of the like 20.
Yeah, out of the, everybody else is just dudes. It's just a big sausage fest. Like honestly, like the content that I'm bringing, like beer and talking about titties.
Yeah, generally is going to attract the males. Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that. Oh man.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with just some tick old bitties,
Some tick old bitties.
Tick old bitties.
Hey, you said we were going to talk about big titty bitches.
Yeah, talk about big titty. Let me tell you, like first and foremost, like big titty hoes kind of overrated because one, it's not fucking fair because like you can be fat and then have massive tits and then like I'll bang her like that. No, like dudes don't get to do that. Like if a dude's fat, he's just fucking fat. Like there's no amount of like I guess unless it's like he's got like a shitload of money.
I guarantee you there's an amount of dick that changes the fact that he's fat.
Yeah, but like okay, but like tits you can see before she's naked.
Right.
Like you can't just like walk out in the club with your dick out and like that's socially acceptable.
Right, yeah, no, you'll get kicked the fuck out for sure.
Although it should be. So it's like women know
I mean, should it? I don't want to walk around with my dick out.
Well, but so that way it's like, hey, like first day, like, hey, this is my penis. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that'll work. Like that doesn't gross me the fuck out.
Yeah.
So that way, because like by the time your pants are off, like she's like, I'm gonna fuck this dude no matter what it looks like. Like it's not fair to the women. It's not fair to the women. Granted, like she could take off her bra and she's got just like nasty titties or some shit. But like as a dude, you don't even care about that. You're just one to thrust by that point.
Yeah, I'll be the first one to tell you I don't give a fuck about titties. I am not a tit guy. I don't care if they're fucking like A's, like little mosquito bites, or straight up like M's. I don't fucking care.
They do that? M's?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They're fucking huge. They weigh like 40 pounds a piece or something.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
I have a friend of mine, a good buddy of mine, but he has his girlfriend, I guess fiance now. His girlfriend, she weighs like 90 pounds, like double D's, constant back pain. I feel really bad for her.
Right, yeah.
All that, but like the amount is just like unreal. I'm like, why is all of that on you? Like that shouldn't be.
Right. I feel that's kind of how I view tits. Is like the bigger they are, I feel like just the more debilitating they are.
Yeah, like it's got to be on. But like at the same time, it's like every dude when they're like 14, like I want a 12-inch penis. Like no, you don't.
No, the fuck you don't, dude.
Like,
where would you put a 12-inch penis? Like what would you do with it?
Yeah, no.
Like number one. Most chicks that are like, I want a fucking huge cock. Like, no, actually, you fucking don't.
Yeah, it's like, listen here, how about you give a little skinny penis, and then you'll be like, oh, wow, it's actually big enough.
No, I mean, like, that's a finite space, man.
Look, man.
That's the problem. Like, that is a finite space that you can
fit
most
something
people don't know
into.
That.
Like, hey, 4 inches is all you need. That's what I tell myself. That's all I got. I know 4 inches. So when people are like,
shit.
"Oh, that gap's 4 inches big," like, is it? And I like put my dong up to it, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's a 4 inch gap."
Just like hold your hand up to it and imagine like what you see like leftovers coming out and be like, yeah, you're right. That's about 4 inches.
it like, oh man, talking about man, like it's kind of crazy. Just like
no, we're not going to talk about penis.
We have been,
but why? Let's not continue talking about penises. I mean, we were originally talking about tits.
I know. And then we just like immediately.
And it was like, oh, dicks. No.
No
more dicks.
Like
butts though, asses.
Big old booty. See, like I like me some booty. Everybody likes some booty. Don't get me wrong.
Everyone likes ass.
Like I got a buddy of mine, and this was years ago. He was like, I would be with a chick. Like if she got a big old butt, but she's flat chested, like, man, that's perfectly fine with me. And then he marries a girl who's built exactly like that. And I'm like, dude, like, hell yeah. Like, I give that dude a high five about that shit. That's great for him.
Dude, he set his sights on it and he got it.
Yeah, he got it. Like, he probably's like licking booty like every day.
Probably.
I would be. Shit, why not? You know, like if you're like dating someone, and you're like I don't know if I want to do that because like she's gonna get grossed out. But like if you're like married to someone, like I'm gonna fucking do it, and you can't leave me.
I see where your kinks go when you drink. Because I know earlier, sober, I ain't eating butthole. They poop out of that. Okay. Here we go. Like a pint later.
yeah, a fucking pint of beer later.
Yeah, a pint of this arrogant bastard ale later.
Makes me do a arrogant bastard.
He's gonna lick booty.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna lick booty. Like I might get real close to it, but like lick it, like tongue punch or fart box. I don't know about that.
What do you mean get close to it? Like sniff it?
I just like bury my face on it, like
okay.
on it, not in it. There's a difference.
Just on it.
Yeah,
it's like butt crack worship.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Oh, but like, and see, another thing though is that like with some booty meat sandwiches we got here. Like the thing about it is like,
can I get that at Subway in a footlong?
No, 4 inches.
Damn it!
No, but like what's funny is like a lot of women focus too much on like the overall girth of it, and I'm like, no, like you gotta. Like, you can have a small tone butt, and that's going to look just as good as, like, a big old butt that's not taken care of.
Right, yeah.
Which is the same way I feel about feet. You just got to take care of that shit. Most people don't.
Yeah. I fucking hate feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I just gross you out completely?
Yeah, completely.
So, like, footsie is, like, a complete turnoff.
No. I mean, feet on feet, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
but feet on sack?
Yeah, fucking no. Hell no.
Dude, hell
Do
yes.
not touch me with your fucking foot, dude.
Oh, man.
No, man. Or, like, anybody, man. Don't fucking put a foot on my genitalia.
I mean,
no,
hey,
dude.
Teach his own. That's fair.
Yeah. Like, feet gross me out so bad. Like, I think that's why I probably take care of my own so bad.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't want to be grossed out by my own feet.
Well, see, like, I think that, like I understand people's reservations about, like, dude, you like feet, you're fucking weird. And I'm like, okay, like, I wish going on, but I can't, so I don't really give a fuck. Let me see your toes. And let me put it this way. If chicks are out there wearing open-toed shoes, like, I'm fucking looking, all right? Because it's not like I want to, like, rub my dick on them. I just want to just, like, see, like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like curiosity resolved. But
So I'll see what those toes are about.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, I think a lot of it, like, I think, and this goes for men, too, because, like, a lot of dudes, like, wear flip-flops because we live in the South. It's hot as shit. I can understand that. And, like, some dudes take care of their feet. Like, they wash them thoroughly. They trim the nails. Some dudes don't give a fuck, and they still wear flip-flops. And I'm like, you don't take care of jack shit else. Like, I bet your house is a fucking neckbeard nest.
Probably.
Just, like, Mountain Dew jugs everywhere and, like, Doritos, fried chicken and shit. Like, that's disgusting. But, like, if a dude's, like, clean, he's probably got an orderly house. I judge the hygiene of, like from the knee down, I judge that whole hygiene there, like, as a mark of your character.
That's fair.
Because, like, it's the last thing you're going to take care of, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, it's something that generally you don't have to worry about.
No.
You have shoes on. You have socks on. Nobody's ever going to see it. Generally, people wear jeans. So, yeah, that's fair. I know a lot of people that don't give a fuck about, hygiene.
Which
down
is
there, down there. Not down there, like
their junk.
crotch, but,
Yeah, like you're like, oh, water will get it. Like, dude, you're gonna get like a fungal infection.
Right, exactly.
And people don't think about that.
That's insane. I'm like, no, change your socks out every day. You know,
see, I used to
wash that shit.
Like I used to, be like active about washing like my feet and stuff, but I hadn't, because I used to work at Luby's, which, and being in the kitchen, it's just hot water because it's dishwasher, so just your feet are just like soaked in hot water all the time. I didn't really think about like drying and powdering and all that stuff until then, because like they started getting like cracked open. It hurt to stand, and so you think about that, like you don't think about like how much like a blister or like a cracked open sore on your foot is going to just debilitate your everyday life,
right?
Until like it happens. It's almost like a chest injury. Mm-hmm. It's like all your weight's going to get transferred to your chest when you lift something. Kind of like, when you walk, all your weight goes on one side of your body, and then like if you're like, oh, like I can't put any weight on that foot, like, well, you're kind of fucked, So I just think it's like in general, people ought to just take care of themselves better in that regard.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
And just not enough people do. And like I said, like while I am a feet guy, most feet I find unattractive. Like vast majority of them I find I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I feel the same way about asses.
Yeah. It's like 1 in 10. It goes like everybody's got feet, everybody's got a butt.
Right.
1 in 10 you're like, okay. I think that's
exactly. I mean, like, there was a person recently that like I generally rate asses fairly harshly,
as you
like,
should.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, that's like a 7, like a 6, whatever the fuck. I recently gave someone a 9.5 to her face. Yeah. She's just like, no, there's no way. I don't see it. I'm like, trust me, dude.
Well, granted, you are your own worst critic.
True.
So,
very true.
But
yeah. I completely get that. I used to be on the side of the fence that was like, how can you hate yourself? How do you dislike this about yourself? Yada, yada, yada. And then it's like, I look at myself and I'm like, oh, okay. That's how.
Oh, yes.
Never mind.
I understand it completely now.
Yeah, like, never mind. Yeah. I get it. Don't try, you're probably not going to change that about a person no matter what you tell them.
Right.
So,
yeah. But granted, it does make their day that if you're like, hey, you look really pretty today. Like
that
does. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Like, it's the simple shit. Notice somebody changed their hair. Notice that, they trimmed their beard. Notice that they, whatever, put deodorant on today. Good job, dude.
Always
just
say no homo, though. Always say no. Or don't. Like, if you're homo, fucking let them know that you're like, hey, man, you look really good in that shirt. Yes, homo. So that way that they know.
Like, just so you know, I'm down to suck your dick. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, you see that? And then, like, give them a little wink or two.
Oh, man. Dude, like, sometimes, though, I like maybe I'm fucking gay. I don't know. But have you ever just, like, notices, like, other dudes, like, crotch bulge? Like, have you ever just, like, damn. Like, that dude is, like, fucking packing.
Okay. I will admit, I've looked at dudes and been like, dude, that's a good looking man.
Oh yeah,
like there's no fucking way I can like compete with that guy.
Hey, yeah, and I'm like, no wonder. Like when I was single, I'm like, no wonder why no one wants to see me naked because I'm competing with that.
Right? Yeah, and then like other times I'll see people that are just like they're complete like bridge trolls, but they're with like a hard 10. You're like, how the fuck, dude?
Probably because they're like funny as shit and they're really financially stable.
Funny as shit is a big
dude.
Part of
like you can be short, bald, and have like a nasty looking beard and like really hairy legs.
Why are you talking about yourself?
But you can be funny and you can get anywhere. But it's true. It's true.
Yeah, no. I completely get
like
you. It's true. You can get anywhere with humor.
Yeah. So like with the whole men going their own way shit, we're like, oh fuck women, they're just a bunch of sluts. Like, no, you're just a fucking incel who's mad about not getting laid, and you're just those like I can't stand those people because you can have a wonderful life and have a girlfriend. Like, oh, women just take away money. Well, probably because you're only after them for their tits. And you're not, treating them like a person. You're just treating them like a fuckhole, which is not okay.
Yeah,
because like they're people with dreams, aspirations, and wants, just like you. And that whole men going their own way thing just pisses me the fuck off. Like I do understand that, like, yes, there are toxic females out there. However, there are there's like the same amount of toxic men out there.
Right? Yeah. So I feel the same way about that. Like people blanketing everyone.
Yeah.
Based off of someone is outrageous.
Yeah.
It's completely fucking outrageous.
Yeah. Like, and just the whole Because I'm on Reddit a lot because I'd really like Reddit, but the
Same.
but there's just so many insults on there, and there's like, oh, all women are cancer. Just like, all right, man, like you probably got mistreated by one or two bad girls in high school. Guess what? High school girls are evil, and women today who are adults now will tell you high school women are evil.
Yeah.
They're just honest about that.
Or they've had like some weird experience one time where they did something completely fucking deserving of probably what they got, and they'll be like, oh my god, all women are bitches, yada yada yada, men rise up, blah 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 blah, and you're like, no dude, chill the fuck out.
Well, see, and like,
move on.
Yeah, if you want to be like men rise up, you know what, like, then men rise up, get up, you go to work, you put in a day's work, you put your money back, you be smart with what you're buying. That's men rising up.
Right, just be a normal fucking human
and quit I think with me it's the incessant bitching.
Yeah.
Just like in general, just people who incessantly bitch. I think it's a lot of incels, and that's a lot of also toxic women.
Mm-hmm. Or just a lot of toxic people in general.
Yeah,
where people just complain about every
where they just
thing.
Can't be happy about where they are, and like it's always somebody else's fault. They can't ever take any responsibility. Those kind of people, absolutely awful. And if you have those kind of people in your life, you need to just get them out of there. Because they're not going to do you any good.
Right,
they're going to weigh you down, and they're going to take your shit. I guarantee that.
Yeah, and I mean, it reminds me that this whole topic just reminds me of like this whole generation of hate that we live in.
Oh yeah,
like everyone hates everything for no fucking reason, like at all, other than to just hate it. And I don't understand it.
Yeah. Just to do like And there's nothing wrong with being critical of things.
No.
Like, especially with, like, the way that there's just, like, a Marvel movie every 6 months. Like, all right, do we need that many? But...
Yes.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. Like, hey, like, if you dig them, that's fine.
Yes.
Like, there's just too much for me to get into.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, but there's nothing wrong with being critical, but it's just, like, outright, like, I'm not going to listen to that music because it's fucking gay. Like, all right,
Right. Or, like, people forming their opinions based on... something someone else has said about it. Like, yes, reviews are very helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially car reviews.
Right. But, I mean, right now, like, if you look up any movie, you're going to find a shit ton of negative reviews.
Yeah, like there's a whole fucking channel dedicated to that. It's called on YouTube. It's called Cinema Sins, and all they do is just like, oh, look at the things you did. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything.
They'll point out everything wrong with a movie.
I don't think I've ever like, hey, but actually it's pretty good. Like, you could pick apart any fucking movie.
Right? They'll be like, oh, well, she was wearing 6-inch heels here, but here she was only wearing 3-inch heels.
Yeah. And it's like
in the next scene.
Yeah, and it's like here you could see an Adidas logo on someone's shirt. Like, yeah, whoop-de-fucking-do. Like, people wear those shirts.
Right.
Like, it was a little hiccup. Now, granted, don't leave a Starbucks cup in the fucking scene when you're filming Game of Thrones. But or just fucking edit that shit in post. But
Khaleesi got to have her fucking Starbucks, bro.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta fuel up.
Exactly. You got to have that caffeine, dog.
Burn that fucking city to the ground because you heard some bells.
Whoa! Spoilers. Spoiler alert.
If you haven't watched that by now.
True. True.
I
fucking hate that shit too. Yeah. Where it's like, oh, spoilers. You can't spoil anything, dude. If it's been out for more than like fucking 2 weeks and you haven't seen it, read it, listened to it, whatever, that's your fucking problem. Well, and then you obviously don't care about it that much.
Well, see, and if you're mad about it being spoiled, then you're not a true fan of that shit. Like, I wasn't a really big Game of Thrones fan. I was only into it because my brother and sister-in-law were super into it, and I watched about half of the overall series.
Right.
It was good, but I'm not going to dedicate a lot of time to it considering the way it fucking ended. Just fucking sucked. Like, I wasn't like I said, not a super big fan of it, but just like the way it ended. And from what I have, like, I could have written something better that would have made more canonical sense than that shit. But
yeah,
they're off to go write the new Star Wars movie, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah, season 8 definitely fucking sucked.
Oh well. You know what show doesn't suck?
What?
Mr. Robot. I'm gonna keep playing that. Damn it! One of you listeners will watch it on it because I know you have Amazon Prime. You're gonna do it.
I'll watch it, Whisky Dan.
It's a good show, man. It's really good to get into. I think we're approaching a little past the hour mark here.
Probably. And there's so much shit left to talk about.
I know, but we're gonna cut it off.
I know.
An hour.
I know.
But that's okay because that means you can come back on and.
Damn right.
Yeah, and next time we'll probably do a liquor. I don't know, but a few notes here. Like I said, we're drinking Arrogant Master. I've almost finished mine, and he's just about finished his.
Oh, mine's empty. Mine's
okay.
been empty for like the past 10 minutes.
Oh, look at you, you're a real badass.
No. I just want another one.
Yeah, well, I think the store's closed now.
Yeah, I can't buy it now.
At any rate, this show is going to be uploaded onto YouTube first. SoundCloud is... I ran out of free time on there, so from now on, the shows are going to be up on YouTube first. Until further notice, I'll let the listeners know about that. And as always, thank you for tuning into the Whisky Dan radio show. We've had Salad on the show today, and I'm pretty sure he'll be back.
Oh, I'm gonna be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. It's always fun to have guests. You get a lot longer dialogue off of it. But I'm pretty sure the next episode will be a solo one. Once again, if you have any questions or things I'd like to talk about or alcohol that you'd like for me to review, please email me in at whiskydanradio@gmail.com. I don't think I have a single email in that inbox yet. But if you would, write something into that, or just you can DM me on my various social media platforms if you know me in person. That's perfectly fine too. But thanks again. You have anything to say? Anything else to say to the viewers?
I mean, you keep plugging Mr. Robot, so I'm going to plug Barry.
Barry? Is that just
Barry? Dude, yeah, that's the name of it. It's Barry, Barry. It's it comes on HBO. You can, I mean, the second season ended, but I mean, you can find it on.
But it's still ongoing?
Yeah. Like you can find it on Hulu. It's about yeah. So Bill Hader, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. He plays an ex-Marine hitman who's at odds with his life's purpose. So he joins an acting class and then gets wrapped up in some Russian mafia shit.
Damn, that sounds pretty cool.
Dude, it's dark humor.
Yeah. If I got on Hulu, I'd
100% a dark comedy.
Yeah. I'm out of show. I finished regular show because I watch cartoons because I'm a grown-ass adult.
Nice.
But anyway, thank you for tuning in to the Whisky Dan radio show. This is your host, Whisky Dan, signing off.
Bye, bitches.
I'm going to say the N-word.